Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Crash Cinema. And this is your host McKenna. So today I'm speaking about two things that really tagged up my heart this couple of weeks, and they're also around football. Interesting. Now, for those who don't know, I'm a really huge football fan, and I mean what others in other parts of the world call soccer, which I find strange. Anyway, moving on, and it's basically Liverpool. I support the team Liverpool, and it's just been inspiring to see how they're driven, they're focused, and they're really competing at a high level for four different cups. And that in itself is, when you think about performance related things, if they were doing appraisals and they were sat down each of them, what would you like to achieve? I don't know if all of them sat and said, we want four cups this season. But it's been inspiring to see how they've overcome hurdles and everything like that, and they've all gone through personal struggles. And sometimes I think as human beings we forget also, sports personalities, athletes, celebrities, whatever you want to call all these people in the limelight, they have a life. Things do happen. And one of the sad situations is one of the footballers, he's not in Liverpool, he plays for Man United. He's called Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's very talented, an amazing career. And he and his partner, sadly, they were expecting twins, and the partner did give birth to both the children, a boy and a girl, and unfortunately the boy died, and it was really, really sad. And he opted not to play the game United was playing with Liverpool, and some people were really shocked, others got it, and I was like, what's there to get? Like, he's mourning his child, he's going through a difficult time, and as much as he loves football and football is his job, he will take time off, just the same way as if we had a hard time, if we were mourning someone, we would take the time off. Difference is sometimes our workplaces, not all of them are very helpful or supportive in us taking time off if you're mourning or going through a difficult time. But one of the most inspiring thing is during the game in the 7th minute, Liverpool honored of Cristiano, and with it was a huge powerful time of solidarity, and it was a way to show him that they stand with him, they feel his pain, and they honor his family. And that was just powerful. And I was thinking, wow, as human beings we can, how we can organize ourselves to do such a thing is amazing. And then the other thing that has inspired me about Liverpool is our manager, Klopp. For those who don't know, best manager in the world, if I should say so myself. He's just one of those guys you're just like, wow. You read about him, you hear his interviews, and you're like, do they manufacture more of you with this guy? He just has an attitude that is out of this world, not just for football, just in life in general. And he's transformed the team into something else, like an amazing space to be in, a team to play with, even you hear with the players. And his contractors coming up, and his long-term friend who's also his manager was around too, because we had a game with Villarreal the other day for Champions League, so they came to discuss obviously this contract, to renew his contract. And good news, yes, if you've not heard, he's signed to be the manager, continue to be the manager for 2026. Now, the most amazing thing about this is about relationships again. It's his contract, okay, he was not just for him. He was like, actually, if I get to stay, so does my whole team, his coaching team, for the goalkeepers, the trade, all the whole team, literally. And I think there are 5 or 6 of them. And he said, yeah, that's part of it, because he's loyal and he recognizes hard work. And I was just like, not many people are like that. We're starting to see now managers are saying, if I'm staying, my whole team is staying or whatever. And it's very important to see that, and just the relationship that he has with them is just phenomenal. And then the most important thing he said, he's in his interview, and you can watch it, it's everywhere online. He said that the most important contract he ever signed is with his wife Ola, and she is, very important. And she said to him, I don't see us leaving 2024. So that's the thought process. He was like, yeah, by the way, let's think about that. And she said she wants to stay in Liverpool. And he said, yeah, why not? And he says he always listens to his wife. And for some people, it might see that as funny or whatever. But I pricked out on that, and I was like, what a wonderful relationship it is, that a high level, high profile person like that with a high profile job, arguably one of the best managers in the world right now, values that. And I guess that's why we see he's moving far, because he has the backing of his wife. He values her opinion. And shout out to you, Ola, you're a real red, and thank you for choosing us, for choosing Liverpool, because I believe if she didn't want to stay, I don't think Klopp would have stayed. It's that simple. And I just admired their relationship, and just how significant. He made it a point to make sure everyone knows that she said, yeah. So I get to say yes. And it's important for the family. He always puts his family first. And I was just thinking, this idea about relationships and how you can be very successful, be high level, but it's the people who come with you. You never forget that. And sometimes we forget, because there's a lot of mudslinging, especially now. The last story I want to talk about is this defamation case that's going on for Johnny Depp and his ex-wife Amber. And when you hear the gruesome stories and how their relationship was, and how he was silent, and so many other things, these are two high profile actors, and well, I see Johnny Depp is a bit more higher. It doesn't matter how you want to say it, but I was thinking, relationships matter. It's how it can affect your whole thing. We've seen how he's been like in media. You never used to understand why he's fidgety and stuff, and things didn't add up together. But now through this case, you're like, oh, wow. And what's also really amazing is how the abuse, domestic violence is being brought up, and actually the person who was crying foul like a victim is actually the one who's the aggressor. And it's not a lot of times we hear women as and they're exposed, and they should rightly be exposed. And I'm happy this is coming up, because sometimes we women, because we are the weaker sex, we can be manipulative. Some of us can be, put on the tear works and everything, and we forget that we could be also abusive. And I think it's sad. It's really sad what he's gone through, but I'm grateful he was open to let people know, so that also hopefully it can help other men. I don't know, but for a very high profile case like this, and it's not the woman who's on the wrong in that sense, it's actually no, the woman in the wrong, not the man, because usually in domestic violence cases, it's always a man. And I'm not saying that men are not perpetrators and everything, but I'm also feeling sometimes we women can get away with domestic violence because of just the nature of how society has put it through. So yeah, I've been just reflecting on human relationships in these three settings of high profile people, and how it can, when you have a wonderful backing of the person you're with, and everything is just it you even tell the whole world, yeah, she said I want to stay in this club, and it was just inspiring to just see that. And I was like, wow, that's what we need. relationships that are not toxic, that are healthy, that propel you, that make you to be that person and be your best. And obviously that is sprinkling down to the players and to their families and now the society. It's just, it's like a fountain. It's flowing and it's beautiful. And just on an end note, just hope for Johnny Depp and Amber that they'll find healing and closure, and for anyone who's going through a very difficult relationship, or if there's a way you can speak up about it, please do. And finally, as a parting shot, really is I think it's important in 2022 we talk about being loyal, being open, recognizing hard work, and actually rewarding it, and not just saying, oh yeah, I decided to stay and not mention all those people who are there. It's a team. It's a team. Whether you like it or not, you exist through teamwork of one or two people. That's why I've never agreed with this terminology, self-made. I've never been for that, because there's no one who really exists by self-made. You can have determination, you can work hard, opportunities come and you go for it, but somebody still has to give you that opportunity, even if you have to fight for it and stuff like that. So I'm just encouraging you to remember the people you're with, honor the relationships you're in. If you making decisions about your careers and life, value the people that you're in love, because it will affect them one way or another. And if you've been given that privilege of to, given a contribution to someone, don't give the wrong information because you're jealous or whatever, or you want to bring them down, or because they value your opinion so much, you want to steer them in the wrong way. But be the partner, be that person who elevates the other person. And it's funny because hilariously, I was thinking about I've dated before I got married. I did a few guys, and majority of them, the synopsis of their relationship was always the same. They would never support me when in my career or the things I wanted, but when it came to them, they're like, yeah, please, it's my time now, my dream. Let's, I invest money in them. They'll never invest even money, even time. I've literally flown across the world to. It's crazy, but hey, I learned my lesson, and it's important, and I think that's why I really valued it, and then that's why it stood out when I read those stories. And yeah, and I hope you do get people who come alongside your dreams, alongside your plans, and support you, and in turn value their contributions in your life and their sacrifices. So yeah, thank you for listening to me, and see you in the next episode of Crash Cinnamon.